We'll just start in a minute. We'll just wait for Ishan to join in. Uh, Ishan, are you there? एक बार send me the request once again. Yeah. I have accepted Ishan's request. Ishan, send your request once again, please. इधर आ रहा है Ishan Randeep is unable to join. Ishan, check your network. तेरा आ रहा है unable to join आ रहा है.
I guess the time will
Yeah,
be joined again.
Ishan, I got your request. It's just coming that you're unable to join. Send it once again. Okay, ईशान का रिक्वेस्ट आ गया एंड okay, so Ishan is here. So hello, good evening to each and everyone present over here. Welcome to the Third Man's Cricket Show. I am Parth Rathore and today I'll take over this session. We have had three amazing, spectacular encounters in the Indian Premier League so far, with six teams opening their accounts, and now it's down to these two heavyweights, the inaugural champions, the Rajasthan Royals, and the newly named the Punjab Kings. Let us welcome our analysts on the panel today. From the Rajasthan Royals, we have Ishan Randive. Hello, Ishan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro.
Yeah, I can see the smile on your face playing the first game for your team today. And his northern rivals, the Punjab Kings, we have Aditya Gupta here. Hi, Aditya, how are you? How are you
All
feeling about today's match?
Hi Parth, all good. Hi Ishan.
Yeah, hi, Adi.
Hi. So let's start with our today's sessions. So first of all, my first question is to Ishan. Ishan, Jofra Archer has been a really important part of the Rajasthan Royals team, and him missing out for at least 4 matches. How is that going to impact your team today?
Yeah, it is going to impact in a big way, but for the other hand, we have a chance, like if Jofra doesn't come, then do we have a backup? Like if Jofra is not performing, can we place someone else instead of Jofra? That's the biggest question. And we have Andrew Ty, Mustafizur Rahman. So I'm pretty confident. Yeah, Jofra Archer is always a big miss, but still, I have confidence
Yes,
in
and you even have backed Chris Morris in your team, so that also can be played as a substitute for Jofra Archer. Moving on to the Punjab Kings now, KL Rahul is going through slightly lean patch in the T20s. Do you think that that's a worrying concern for your team right now?
It's not for the first time KL Rahul has been not performing well just before the IPL. Last season also, people were criticizing him just before the IPL, but after the IPL where he got the orange cap and became the highest run getter, I don't think so. There should be a concern. I feel he'll again regain his confidence and form again,
Yes,
which is
exactly.
quite crucial this time because of the World Cup, upcoming World Cup.
Yes, exactly. His form is not just important for the Punjab Kings, but also important for our national team. And having being speaking of Punjab Kings, we have just got the news that Jhaya Richardson and Riley Meredith are going to make their Punjab Kings debut today. What are your views on this, Aditya?
Uh, I'm quite happy, but I actually wanted Chris Jordan to play over Riley because the middle order will be quite little off. I feel like that. Or a Moises Henriques would work instead of getting two international bowlers.
Yes, that can be another thing that Punjab Kings could have done. But going to Rajasthan Royals, Ishan, what do you think should Rajasthan Royals go in with their opening combination today? Last year we saw a lot of variations that the team management made, and most of them were unsuccessful. And the middle order of Rajasthan Royals is not that strong. You have uncapped Indian youngsters like Mahipal Lomror, then you have Riyan Parag, you even have a very underrated batsman, in my opinion, Manan Vora. So, what do you think should be the opening combination? Should Ben Stokes bat up the order or should he come down in the middle order?
My opinion is Manan Vora and Josh Butler, because all these years I have been watching, the middle order of Rajasthan has been very weak, and that's the place where they are getting defeated. There are no finishers. So Ben Stokes, Chris Morris, and David Miller, if one of them also gets shines, then it is going to be a very big plus point for Rajasthan. And yeah, as well as
Yes,
Riyan
truly.
Parag, he can also hit big long sixes, as Wankhede is also a small stadium, so it won't be that hard to clear the boundary row.
And even speaking of Riyan Parag, he had a really good domestic season playing with Assam. And speaking of youngsters, another big news coming up that Shah Rukh Khan has been given his cap for the Punjab Kings. So, how are you feeling about this particular inclusion in the team, Aditya?
It's well deserved actually. I knew that he would play today. Uh, he'll play a vital role in the middle order batsman today. Like hopefully he does well today.
Okay. Aditya, I have a stat for you which might be a little bit worrying for you. Uh, Rajasthan Royals have had an edge over the Punjab Kings. The head-to-head stands at 12-9 in favor of the Rajasthan Royals. So, is that a concern for you going into this game, or it's absolutely fine?
It's absolutely fine, but this time neutral ground, that is Wankhede. Both the teams are playing for the first time. Let's see what happens.
Another news coming up over here for Ishan now. Shivam Dube and Mustafizur Rahman have been given the Rajasthan Royals cap. So, do you think that Andrew? So, of course, that means Andrew Ty will be missing out, whom you wanted in the team. So, what are you feeling? What are your thoughts on this inclusion?
Shivam Dube and
Mustafizur Rahman.
Mustafizur.
yeah, Mustafizur has been a death bowler specialist over the years. So yeah, it's a good move. And Shivam Dube, yes, I knew he would play. Now, who are the overseas? I don't know, right? Now, Shivam Dube, Ben Stokes, and Chris Morris. So I've got 4 fast bowler all-rounders in your team, all who can hit big sixes. And I can understand why Shivam Dube is playing, because he's from Mumbai. He's known for the Mumbai ground. So yeah, it's a plus sign for Ara.
And speaking of Rajasthan Royals, I have another question for you, Ishan. Rajasthan Royals, the old Rajasthan Royals, the one which was there before they got banned, and the team right now, both the teams, the core is entirely different, but only one player is same in both the teams, and that is Sanju Samson. So, do you think that giving Sanju Samson the captaincy was the right move done by Rajasthan Royals?
Yes, you can say, because Sanju Samson has been there for, I guess, 7 to 8 years with Rajasthan now. And now he's been familiar to the coaching staff and all the external support which Rajasthan gets. So yeah, it was a good sign that giving captaincy to Sanju Samson, as he has captain Kerala, and they were very good this year in the domestic side. Yeah.
Yes, and speaking of 8-9 years, you said Sanju Samson has been in the Rajasthan circuit for at least 7 to 8 years. Steve Smith. Steve Smith was a part of Rajasthan Royals for at least 8 to 9 years. He's one of the oldest players of Rajasthan Royals. And before the auction, we got the news that Steve Smith will not be retained by the Rajasthan Royals. So, does that have an impact on the Rajasthan Royals team management that such an experienced player who has had such an amazing international career will not be a part of you?
Um, yeah, and I am also a very big fan of Steve Smith, no doubt. But somewhere we had to let him go. Like, he wasn't performing like we know Test batsman ODI is one of the best. But when it comes to T20, we know somewhere it gets like no, not Steve Smith. I know loyalty pays, but IPL, then I don't think Steve Smith was a batsman who will come and score 30 runs of 10 balls or 40 runs of 15 balls. But yeah, it's a miss.
Yes, of course, all the Rajasthan Royals fan really do miss Steve Smith. But yes, what you said is indeed true. You need those players who can, hit the ball long and play for a longer time. And yes, Steve Smith hasn't proven himself that much, in my opinion, that way when it comes to T20. A lot about Rajasthan Royals now. Let's move to Punjab Kings. Punjab Kings shocked everyone in the auction by getting the world number one T20 batsman, David Malan, for just 1.5 crores. But do you think that David Malan can make into the playing 11? Of course, he's not been given his cap today, which means most likely Chris Gale might be playing. But do you think that whom should Punjab prefer? Should they prefer Chris Gale or should they prefer David Malan?
I feel if Gale is fit enough to play, then obviously Gale should play over Malan because if you see Malan's strike rate, he takes minimum 20 balls to settle in and then starts his work. Whereas Chris Gale has the ability to hit every ball, long shots, big boundaries. So I would prefer Gale over Malan.
Yes, exactly. Those 20 balls can be really crucial. The 20 balls which it takes to
Yeah,
settle in.
exactly.
His strike rate is nearly run a ball. And if you see last year, Punjab Kings run rate was among the lowest. If I'm not wrong, it was the second lowest. So, of course, Chris Gale should be preferred over David Malan, is what I also agree to you. And again, another thing, is your team too reliant on the top three? The last year also
Uh,
we saw Chris Gale, Mayank Agarwal, and KL Rahul. These three were the players who were taking the Punjab Kings innings ahead. They were the ones who were posting decent totals. The middle order didn't have that much of an impact in the entire season, even though you had big names like Glenn Maxwell in your team. So, is your team too reliant on the top three?
Last season, yeah, we were too reliant on the top three players, Gale, Mayank Agarwal, and KL Rahul. But this year, I don't think so. We should be reliant. We have signed good players like Moises Henrique and young talented player Shah Rukh Khan as a middle order batsman. The most worrying part is KL Rahul this time because last season also he was the highest run getter, but his strike rate wasn't up to his mark. He was taking too much balls to settle in and score. So my main concern is the top order this time.
And another thing, last time when the both of your teams faced off, we witnessed two immense great matches. In the first match,
Yeah,
Punjab Kings had posted a really amazing total, 226 or 227 or something like that, and they were right on track, to win the game. But suddenly Rahul Tewatia came and he smacked Sheldon Cottrell all over and took the game away. And in the second game that happened, again, we witnessed Gale Storm in the IPL once again, and it was a heartbreak for us when he got out on 99.
yeah.
But that 99 also went in vain as Punjab lost. So, two back-to-back defeats. Is that also a worrying concern for you, Aditya?
Not at all. This time our team has been more improved and we have more good players this time. It's not a concern for me.
And also another interesting question that I have for you. Royal Challengers Bangalore, they changed their logo and from last place they straight away went into the playoffs. Then Delhi Capitals, they changed their name and logo, and now you see they are a big powerhouse in IPL. Very
Yeah.
consistent in the past 2-3 years. So do we expect a similar thing from the Punjab Kings right now?
Let's see. New team, new logo. Let's see what happens now. like a new start basically for Punjab.
Yes, a new start. I really like that optimism, and I
So
guess it's
as per
about time
Parth,
that we are going.
so as per Parth,
Yes,
if a team wants to get successful, they should keep on changing their logo, right? Yeah,
you might say
change
that,
the.
but before that, it's about time we have the toss will be underway. So quickly, Ishan, what do you think would be the four foreign players that the Rajasthan Royals would be playing?
Ben Stokes, Chris Morris, Rahman, and Butler.
And same question to you also, Aditya. Who should be the four foreign players?
For me, if you have said Richardson and Meredith got their caps, so the other two players will be Gale and Puran.
Gale and Puran might have been a pretty obvious choice over there. And another thing, the match is being played in Wankhede, just beside the sea coast. So how important is the toss going to be? And what do you think should the which team do you think would win the toss? And what do both of you guys think should your team choose if you win the toss?
I think RR will win the toss. First toss for Sanju in his IPL career. So I
Hopefully, he
guess,
does
yeah,
not do
Well
like
begun is
Virat
after.
Kohli.
Well
yeah,
begun is after.
yeah. And I guess
Uh,
uh,
w-
he'll win the toss and elect to field first, like always. What happens in Wankhede, the due factor which comes into play in the second innings. So yeah,
do you
I
do you feel the same way, Aditya? Do you feel the same way
Yeah,
that
even I
your
feel the
team should
same
win the
thing.
toss?
Yeah, even I feel the same thing. Both teams will target like to bowl first and chase down. Both players have
Okay,
power hitters.
the news from the center. Ishan, you predicted
Yeah,
absolutely correctly. The Rajasthan Royals have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. How big a boost does this give to your team? Because
yeah, it is.
Wankhede
It
is
is.
in Wankhede,
It,
it's kind of difficult to defend totals, and since you will be chasing and the due factor also coming in, so how motivated are you and boost up are you after seeing this news?
I am really motivated because when Ben Stokes played in Mumbai, his bowling figures were like one of the best. He's an all-rounder, but the bowling figures like 4 overs, 20 runs, and getting 2 wickets. Like for a all-rounder, not a proper bowler, they are like fantastic. So I guess this is a boost with Rahman, who has been in the MI squad last year, I guess, and he is getting to play again in Mumbai. So yeah, he is familiar to that condition. So it's a win-win
And Ishan,
situation.
hats off to you once again. Hats off to you once again. Your four overseas prediction has also come true. We've just got the news that Mustafizur, Chris Morris, Josh Butler, and Ben Stokes are the four foreign players that will be playing in today's game. And Aditya Gupta, does that worry you? Losing the toss and defending at the Wankhede.
not at all. Like we'll try our best to give a high chasing target, which Rajasthan will unable to.
What do you think should be the ideal target? What do you think should
I
be the
feel
ideal
that
score that the
it
Punjab
should
should put
be
up?
175 to 180. That should be, that's my target.
Another thing which I would like to just say right now, the previous match that happened in Wankhede, which was against CSK in Delhi, CSK posted a good total of 185 or something, but yet they ended up being on the losing side. So do you still think that 180 is enough at a pitch like Wankhede?
It can be more. Just Rajasthan does not have a decent death over because now even Archer is not there for 4 matches. Let's see what happens. Mustafizur is playing
That's
after a
some good
long
banter
time.
going on. And another
Mustafizur is
news,
playing after a
Adit
very long time, like 4 years after he's playing in Mumbai.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I hope the form of KL Rahul continues the way it was in the T20.
that's
Nahi
some
bro,
good banter going on. But
ODI form will be
Aditya,
there. Yeah.
Aditya, you also have gotten your predictions correct. Gale and Pooran are the other two overseas players. I would like to take a question from the comment section, which is posted by Vansh Chawla. Do you think that Punjab's bowling lacks a lot of experience in them? Because of course you see Jai Richardson, he has played international, but not like how much Mohammad Shami has played. Even the
Yeah.
spin bowling department, Murugan Ashwin is there, Ravi Bishnoi is there. They are also really young players. Even Riley Meredith, he just recently got his international cap. So do you think that it's the bowling lacks experience?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, Punjab bowling actually lacks experience, but the positive side of Punjab is that they are promoting young, talented bowlers. Like you have seen last year in death overs, Arshdeep Singh was amazing in his death overs, and giving chance to Riley Meredith and Jai Richardson. Jai Richardson was the highest wicket taker in this Big Bash season. Hopefully, he performs well for Punjab this time.
Yes, of course, 14.2 for 14, he went for more than 14 crores, and that's a big sum of money. And another news that we are getting over here is Manan Vohra is going to open for Rajasthan Royals along with Ben Stokes, is what Vansh Chawla has said over here. So, Ishan, do you think that this is the right opening combination that Rajasthan Royals are going with?
Manan Vora, I can say Ben Stokes. I know last year he opened for RR and he went on to score a century against Mumbai. Am I right?
Yes, yes, yes. Of course, he had that beautiful century which took the game away
Yeah.
from Mumbai Indians.
Yeah. So looking, I guess that will be a plus point, and as well as Evan Morgan will be the most happiest person right now, so that he's watching Ben Stokes open.
Yes, and
Yeah.
another, I have a very, banter type comment for you, Ishan. Cavalier Ghadke has written that Punjab gives a massive target of 250, bowls out RR under 50. Any comments on this? Any comments on this?
Like if they're going to score 250, then what's the like spending 16 crores on a player? Like he gets hit sixes and then he gets out on a zero. 50, this is
Yes,
really
of course, 16
underrated,
crore.
This is really underrated.
16 crore is obviously a huge sum, and I will come back to you on that later. But we have a question from Omkar for Aditya. Meredith bowls at a really good pace. How do you think that Punjab Kings should use him?
Punjab should ideally use him in power plays with spinners, and I guess in the middle of 20 overs, or like they can keep him for death overs. Not really sure.
Yes, of course. That pace might be, really useful for dismissing the Rajasthan openers, especially Ben Stokes, who is batting at the top of the order, and we all know that he's a literal beast. And speaking of Rajasthan Royals, another question is which is from Ashwin. Don't you think Yashasvi Jaiswal should play ahead of Manan Vora as he's familiar with the Mumbai conditions?
Yeah, but I guess no, because Yashasvi Jaiswal is a youngster and he has just played one IPL, that also in Dubai. And Manan Vora, he has been playing. He was in Punjab, he was in Bangalore, now he's in Rajasthan. So he has experience. He has played a very, very, very beautiful first class season. So I guess this was going to happen. But yeah, Yashasvi Jaiswal will get chance ahead. And I guess he scores runs for Rajasthan. Whoever scores runs for Rajasthan is the best.
Speaking of runs, last time around, of course, Rahul Tewatia scored a beautiful half century and took the game away. And of course, he played really well the entire season, be it batting or be it bowling. Do you think that he can continue that form and be the X factor? And this is the question asked by Sumit and Omkar Acharya in the comments.
Yes, he can be, but now when you have middle order batsman like Morris who has experience, then why to put that pressure on Rahul Tewatia? Let him play the game which he played in Dubai. Like if when Morris is yet to come, or Morris has just played the knock, or some batsman is on the non-strikers end with you. So yeah, but he is an X factor. He can bowl, he can bat. and he was a diamond last
Also,
year.
Ishan, I would like to stop you over there because this is some very interesting thing that I'm reading right now. The playing 11 of Rajasthan Royals. You don't have Kartik Tyagi, you don't have Jaydev Unadkat. It's a new player, Chetan Sakaria. He's making his debut for Rajasthan Royals. What do you think of Chetan Sakaria?
Yeah, you are getting surprised, but when Adi said like they are promoting young talents, I guess Rajasthan is also doing the same. They are promoting young talents and giving them experience. So yeah, let's see what happens.
And
You know, Jay Unadkat in the recent years, he has been hammered by the batsmen, and there is
yes,
no
of
doubt
course,
he
he
has
has
been
had
dropped.
that since his staggering season with Pune. He has had a slightly downsloping performance in the IPL. Along with which, I have another shocker over here, which according to me it is the playing 11 of Punjab Kings. Ravi Bishnoi has been omitted from the playing
Nah.
11. Arshdeep Singh, of course, it's we have seen that spinners are not have not been that effective till now in the previous three games, apart from Rashid Khan. But do you think that choosing Murugan Ashwin over Ravi Bishnoi is the right choice that the Punjab Kings are making?
If you see last season, I see there is Murugan Ashwin was giving a better economy than Ravi Bishnoi. Like players were belting him a lot, Bishnoi. But it's wanted. The ball will not even spin a lot, so it's better to play only one leg spinner. So it was either Bishnoi or Murugan Ashwin. So I'm fine with that.
So you are saying that
And speaking of legs,
all these years MI is playing two spinners and they have won four titles there with playing two spinners, and Punjab is playing only Murugan Ashwin. That's a good idea.
Bro, but two leg spinner is not ideal, bro. Mumbai
Okay,
at least
as
plays
you say.
one off and one leg, na.
No,
those are good banters going on.
Rahul Chahar is a leg
But
spinner and Krunal Pandya is an orthodox spinner. So it is same for a right-handed batsman, right? It goes away from them.
तुम लोग अपना डेथ ओवर्स देखो बस आज.
those are fun banters going on. But another thing, speaking of leg spinners, I have a genuine question to you, Ishan. Uh, Shreyas Gopal, he is a phenomenal bowler and he bowled really well for Rajasthan in 2018 and 19. But last time around in the UAE, he didn't match his rhythm. He was just not in form, and he was rather very predictable, as I would say. So, do you think that today is the right platform for him to get his form back and be the Shreyas Gopal that we all know him?
Yeah, I am a big fan of Shreyas Gopal. Like for a spinner, 2-3 wickets average. He has average of 2-3 wickets per match, which is really good. I know he had a bad season last year, but still he was one of the top wicket takers in Rajasthan. You know, small ground in whole of Dubai. Not, I guess, 70 meters was the average boundary length. And for a spinner, that is a nightmare, right? A hit and
Yes,
that's
sir.
all
Yes,
the way for a
exactly.
six. So yeah, no doubt it was a bad year for him, but let's hope he has a good season this one.
And I have another question. This is asked by Amok Bodas to Aditya. Punjab are a batsman short. Should they have added another batsman into their playing 11? Or maybe an
I
all-rounder who
cannot
could,
hear you, bro.
give
I
overs
cannot
and
hear
bat?
you. I cannot hear you. Your voice is
Hello?
cracking. Yeah, yeah. Can you repeat the
Yeah.
question?
Yeah. This is a question from Amog. He asks, do you think that Punjab are a batsman short maybe? Do you think they should have added another all-rounder or someone to strengthen their batting lineup?
Uh, I guess they should have put like a Moises Henrique over Riley Meredith, but now it's fine. Like now, what we can do now? Like at least one all rounder is required, like a Chris Jordan or a Moises Henrique who can bowl in the middle and can bat also in the end. Like if there is a collapse, then I don't think so. It will be very tough for Punjab to recover from that.
Yeah, we are playing with three
Say-
all-rounders. You can have one, right?
Yes,
If
yes,
you're lacking
bro.
in
Sure,
all-rounders.
sure, bro.
Those
That's
are
over.
I like the confidence that Ishan is having and throwing those fire shots at Aditya again and again.
Per
But
bowler कितना पिटेगा आज?
quickly as we are
बता
about
ना
to wrap up our session, what do you think should be the first innings total?
I feel 185 plus. That's it.
You still stuck on 185.
Yeah,
Ishan, what do you think
yeah.
should be? Ishan, what do you think should be your
We can
ideal
go more than
chasing?
185 if
See,
our bowling is horrible.
overall, if I'm saying like a cricket fan, it should be near 180, 170. But now I am saying I don't think it is going above 150 or 160.
Let's see now.
Ishan, mind you, the average score at Wankhede is around 190,
166,
190, 194.
Yeah, I know, but yeah,
No,
I guess so. I guess so. It's going to drop today.
नहीं ब्रो ऐसा नहीं होने वाला बॉलिंग देखो तुम लोग में क्या कौन है मुस्तफिजुर को लगता है विकेट लेगा
Yeah, that's why he's a
4
baller,
साल
right?
बाद खेल रहा है 4 साल
both
बाद
of you
खेल रहा है
both of you are having amazing, banters, and I'm sure the audience also love those banters going around right now. But we are just about in a really short time, in about 10 minutes we'll be underway with the match. So let us all enjoy the game, and thank you each and every one of you for joining. Please do join us after the match ends. Till then, goodbye. Thank you, Ishan and Aditya, for joining us. Thank you.
Yes, most welcome.
Most welcome.